must either meet a judge or meet their maker.
Our prisons and police lockups are fully populated. I do not train my police to lose. We have the superior training and firepower to ensure that we win every time.
We're full blue today to show my support for our security forces in ensuring that Jamaica is a safe place.
Going to take back our country.
Yes.
We're not going to wait for them to give it to us. We are going to take it from them.
Jesus Christ, Jamaica people are beer things are going today in Kingston, beer Rocos, people America, Germany, Canada, England, all over the Caribbean one day. Are beer things going today in Kingston, half a tree downtown in the country them. Teacher out here protest, the police them out here, the people them are protest, some people dress up in a black for the teacher them. Some people dress up in a blue for the police, and the Prime Minister supporting police. What really going in our country? People tell me who not support, the teacher, the police, or the country. When you type it in the comment section and tell me. People who not here say the UIC party is back. Yes, the UIC party president leader is back. When remember it, man, the man where they walk around and talk about UIC is better, and inform the meeting down at town, and the police them go lock him up and take him away. Yes, him come back rich and happy. Say him ready for Jamaica. So I want to watch them clip here and hear what him say and listen what him say and tell me one thing. People, remember my channel is a open channel. I show dance, I show PNP, GLP, UIC, no matter which P. So I want to listen keenly. I want to listen with an open mind and tell me one thing. Tell me in the comment section, Jamaica, full time now for comment and tell me one thing. Are the teacher them on our back, or are the police them on our back, or are Jamaica on our back? A beer things are going in the country, my people. Me not come for talk long. So I want to watch them video and tell me one thing. I want to ask a question, Jamaica. Why the Prime Minister protect the police force so? Why the Prime Minister boots up the police so? Why the Prime Minister spend so much money for our force? We are got war, something about to happen. Him see something coming, him predict something I got block out. People wanna type in the comment section and tell me one thing. Big up all of my viewers and subscribers. Watch them video till the end. Ham your house, world rhyme up, Lord Jesus.
God waiting with them. All vengeance belongs to God. All vengeance belongs to the Lord.
Gunman shot him.
Alright.
What do you mean we're about support them at
Yes. Yes.
Make the man them do them work. Too much crime. I take over. Yeah, some people are going like say, and them are the lie, you know. See the liar, and they must take it by truth. They couldn't by truth. High and low place. God upon the throne, and if God upon the throne, this need to clean up. And the children them need to walk with pride and dignity, and them can't do it because we have some predator and get to them and stop them in them track before time. These are the law of the earth, and if the law can't carry out the work in peace without interruption, somebody got to go. Someone got to go.
Where is it to them now?
Do your work with respect, pride, and dignity. Let no man stop uno from execute righteousness upon earth. Who know the law? No other law, no let go do no. Back down. Thief and murderer are going to become the law. And uno can't back down. Regardless of talk I want to hear. Stand up for the country and move the hands of wicked from around us. We don't care who them is. No one is above the law. No one is above the law, God. We shape the heaven, your mind, the earth, the new heaven and the new earth, where we are going to repair and rectify. Me a shake the kingdom of the wicked and put the grace of God upon the throne. Jamaica need to repair the damage. Damage mama, damage papa, and damage Pitney. All let loose in the kingdom and do all manner of evil. It must be a stoppage to that. If you mama can't control your son and your papa can't control your son, well the law.
Yes, boys. Gunman are killed. Thousands of people right at the 90s. Michael, the law. Uphold the law. Now broke the law. Uphold the law. Now broke the law. Uphold the law. 24 kills, no weapons. 24 kills, no weapons. 24 kills, no weapons. 24 kills, no weapons. 105 dead in 115 days. 105 dead in 115 days.
What call for justice? Nothing is wrong with that Jamaican people. So, as I close out in solidarity with our officers, I want you to repeat, justice! Justice!
So far, we have some persons gathered. They are very orderly, very peaceful, as we anticipate they are putting forward their advocacy. And we are here just to ensure that they are able to have their peaceful protest without interference. And so far, things are going as planned. We have a number of police officers here just supporting the law enforcement and the public order aspect. And so far, no challenges. So we see, we see they have a number of cards representing different views that they're advocating for. So some of them we are already aware of them. Some of what they're advocating for are things that are very well being implemented in the JCF. So it's a democracy, and as a police force, we respect the different views. We listen to the feedback from persons who advocate, because I know that the Jamaica Constabulary Force, we are the biggest proponent for justice and the protection of persons' rights, etc. So we have a responsibility, and we welcome all the partners and all the voices that we can collectively come together to see a more peaceful Jamaica, a safer Jamaica. So whatever any society can do to ensure that the average citizen in this country feels safe, can move about very safely, then of course we welcome all the views and we listen to news. But like Commissioner always says, that it's not just having a camera, it's to have the infrastructure to support it. And I think that's what he thinks is a priority, that in order for us to have a system that is robust, a system that is sustainable, and one that will serve the very purpose that we intend for it to do, then it can't be just forward-facing. We have to ensure that we have the right systems in place, and I know that is what he has mentioned in all his communication about the subject, and I know that is exactly what he's doing to ensure that once it's fully rolled out, we have a system that serves the purpose it is intended for.
This one, number one. Number two, family. Number three, family. Number four, family. Number five, family. Number six, friends, my daughter's school name.
Let me see it.
And this is a very good friend. I used to do business, he used to support me in this very good friend.
kill those people? Police?
No. That's why I wear blue. None of them have been killed by police. All of them have been killed by knife man, one man, and machete man. Yes?
How can you come with
I am urging right now. Listen to me. The blood of Jesus against me. Listen to me. She have never heard her apologizing and sympathizing with victim of crime. Like people who have their loved one that have been murdered, I've never hear she say she's sorry. And so do she never says so with the police. Never yet hear she says she's sorry. But as anything with somebody will kill somebody, she are both love like an empty person. Let's get politics. Let's force.
Gunman are killed. Thousands of people from the 90s. Michael, broke the law. We uphold the law.
Broke the law. We uphold the law.
Broke the law. We uphold the law.
24 kills, no weapons.
24 killed, no weapons.
24 killed, no weapons.
24 killed, no weapons.
105 deaths in 115 days.
105 days in 115 days.
But call for justice. Nothing is wrong with that Jamaican people. So, as I close out in solidarity with our officers, I want you to repeat, justice!
Of life, our farmers, our public servants, our single parent families, our nurses, our teachers, our security officers, and especially our young people must all share in the prosperity of the resources of Jamaica.
Don't be fooled. It is said that the economy of Jamaica is growing, but the real truth is that the wealth of the Prime Minister of Jamaica, Andrewholness, is growing, while most Jamaicans are actually experiencing a decline in theirs. Most live in substandard homes where they cannot afford proper repairs. Only a few can buy a cart of grocery filled with healthy food. Many parents, teachers, police officers, and general workers cannot afford adequate lunch money, comfortable transport, or an annual vacation to somewhere nice. Mr. Holness's version of prosperity only enriches
Jamaica Labour Party, no more land, no vote, no unity no down here. None. This and no more land. No more land. No more land. No vote. No more land. No vote.
So we are going to take back our country.
Yes. In the name of
We're not going to wait for them to give it to us. We are going to take it from them. For years now, we have been waiting and waiting and waiting for deliverance, which never come. We have been listening to the lies about people first, which was never true. They have tricked us about progress, which is no progress. And the time has come for us to really progress, really deliver, and really prosper now. And the way for us to prosper is very simple. First of all, we must respect each other as individuals. Secondly, we must respect the fact that we have some basic fundamental rights that nobody should mess with. And the first right is this: you have a right to your life. You have a right to your liberty. And you have a right to your property.
And why is it? How are you going to treat this brain drained one, and how are you going to treat paying teachers an adequate salary without damaging the economy and damaging the public purse?
The only thing that's damaging the economy in Jamaica is actually the government. Paying teachers what they're worth will not damage the economy. Paying police officers what they're worth will not damage. What we have is that the government is using too much of our money for things that it shouldn't be used for. They're wasting too much of our money, and they're consuming too much of our money without giving commensurate value. So let's step back for a second. once we implement the UIC system of governance, which means now, look what you just did. You have now increased the caliber of your ministers of government. So these are now people who understand what they're doing. Right. They understand statistics, they understand demographics, they understand how to plan and how to prioritize, how to manage, So you're talking about skilled people now in your government, very highly skilled. So when we have a cabinet meeting and we're sitting around the table, it's not guesswork anymore. You're not sitting down with in the current situation, the Prime Minister currently, when he sits down with his cabinet and he has some 18 to 24 people around, most of them are highly incompetent for the job in which they are operating. They do not have the skill sets necessary to plan, organize, and direct the affairs of the country. However, most of them are very good at politics. They've been in it for a while, so they know how to con the people. They know how to lie, they know how to deceive, they know how to deflect, they know how to distract, they know how to divide. So that's what they're good at, and they've been doing that very well, but that's costing us. So the UIC system, look what the UIC system does. Automatically, we now have good, qualified, competent people in the cabinet, number one. Number two, you now have the senators and the House of Representatives truly representing the people. So when they come to the House, because they have no hope, none of them have any hope of being a minister, none of them have any hope of getting any benefit from their party, none of them have any hope of getting any money from the PSOJ oligarchs, and guess what? They now are zero laser focused on being representatives. Now you're going to see the roads being fixed properly because they have a vested interest in hounding the government and holding them to account for proper roads, proper water infrastructure, proper electricity, proper school budget, proper health care. So now you're going to find suddenly we start finding money for the right things and not having money for the wrong things. And that's how teachers get better pay, police officers get better pay, but also we end up getting better teachers and better police officers, because now those who shied away from it before because of what they see will now see a difference, and the best will gravitate towards these, and the worst ones will be fired because the system now has become more of a meritocracy, where it's by merit that you progress, not because you're there.
Yeah. That's very informative. But this is all good and this is all refreshing to hear, but I would like to know, from my, I'd say, minuscule understanding of politics and parliamentary and elections and stuff like that, but I do understand that you need to, for you to be Prime Minister, your party has to win majority of seats, right? So I just want to understand, is the office of the Prime Minister something that you'll be vying for in the near future, or how do we see you materializing all these plans? Because it's all good and to hear, but I want to understand how you're going to materialize, because as far as I know, maybe I haven't researched enough, but your party hasn't got enough seats to be able to win an election.
No, we don't have a single seat in the House right now in Parliament, so we are... enough candidates per constituency to be able to win an election. Right. So I want to understand, how do you plan to maximize all that possibility? There are a number of ways, right? First and foremost, if in the next election, for example, we were to win one seat, and according to the polls, the elections are likely going to be very close, like they have been in the past. So let's say we have 63 MPs in the House, 63. So let's say both of the two colonial parties win 31 seats each, right? Neither of them could form the government if the UIC wins the one seat that holds the ballot. Right. So now we, as small as we are, we would be very influential, right? Having only one seat. Now suppose we have 5 seats. That's even more influential. Suppose we have 10 seats. That's even more influential.
Yeah, well, I want to understand how are we going to get to that point where you're going to actually have a seat, right, where we can see you starting to have a voice in Parliament.
Right. So the first thing I have to do is to tell you why it is you don't have to have an outright majority to influence outcomes. Even right now, without even having a single seat in the government, we've been influencing outcome. Many of their change in policies now to start speaking to the issues that we have raised is because we have raised them, and they're trying to beat us now. They're trying to stop us from gaining momentum.
Do you think that's what it is?
Of course. So they've been trying very hard to suppress the UIC. So they've locked us off from mainstream media because remember, the same people who own the two parties also own the media. So they have manipulated the media to work against us. They've also shadow banned us on social media because they have the funds and the people to pay to go and do what they do.
Oh, wow.
So they're doing everything. But at the same time, listen to them. You notice they have changed their language over the last few years because the UIC is gaining on them. So we're pushing them to now look at Republic. We're pushing them now to talk about good governance. We're pushing them now to look at alternative energy. And so because even though we haven't won a single seat, we have been pushing them.
To clean a country that is governed by corruption and backdoor deals.
Yes. Well, the most important thing to do is to start with the top. If you get rid of those who are involved in corruption at the top, it will filter down to the bottom. There's been this ideology of trickle-down economics. Well, the truth is, instead of focusing on trickling down economics, we should have grassroots economics development and top-down attack on corruption and crime. If we ensure that we go after those at the top who are involved in corruption, we will eliminate it. Now, I'm not saying this generally. Singapore has proven this. Lee Kuan Yew in Singapore, they went after those at the top and set the example. So the people at the bottom were now afraid to engage in corruption because if your system is so quick and so punitive in dealing with top-level corruptors, then the rest of us in society will follow suit and know that we should walk the straight and narrow.
Jamaica is extremely dependent on foreign governments. Where will you get funding to grow the economy if you were to come to power?
Well, that is a false analysis, actually. Jamaica is not heavily dependent on foreigners. Jamaica's leaders have decided to be dependent on foreign powers to direct them and guide them because they want access to free money. They want grants. They want special privileges. They're not interested in building Jamaica. Now, all the taxes that are being paid, all $900 million that we pay in taxes come from us. We the people pay it. When you see the banks having billions in profits, it's we the people who have paid it. So the money is here. The productive capacity is here. But what we have not been getting is when we pay the taxes, we don't get a clean Jamaica. We don't get a safe Jamaica. We don't get an orderly Jamaica. We don't get a police service that is well paid and well managed. We don't have teachers who are well educated and well equipped and well paid to serve us. We don't have a healthcare system that's so the money is coming, but somehow when it goes into the hands of our politicians, it just disappears and we don't see it in our daily lives. You don't see sidewalks that are designed for the handicapped and the seniors to walk comfortably. You don't see street lights in places like Goshen and Balaclava and Silo and Braze River. You don't see community centers for children to enjoy with proper facilities. You don't see a Jamaica that shows that their leaders care about the quality of life of the people. So clearly, it's not a foreign problem we have. It's a foreign-minded problem of our leaders who fail to do the things that we need done here to enjoy the quality of life that we can enjoy in this Jamaica. If Singapore could do it, by the way, Jamaica used to be #1 economically in the Caribbean. Why is it after 80 years of these two parties, we're now second to last, just ahead of Haiti? We know why Haiti is poor. We know that they're pushed by foreign powers into where they are today because they're the first to have achieved their independence. But we have no excuse because we've always had every opportunity to make Jamaica no less than Singapore, but we have chosen through our leaders to be where we are. The UIC wants to change that.
Because we don't. We don't have no respect for anybody who bows to the Queen. And we have no respect for a Queen who is the Queen of slavery. So guess what, Mr. Governor General, you too must resign. Mr. Governor General, I want you to write a letter on our behalf and send it to the Queen and tell her she is no longer welcome here. You have served long enough in our destruction. We don't want no white woman from no foreign country to be over our country. So we want
leader, pioneer in the People's National Party Women's Movement. Comrade Stacy, I live around this and I vote around this right here in Northeast St. Andrew. And I'm looking forward to putting my X beside your name, squarely beside the head, because it will be the first time that I'm electing the member of parliament in this constituency for the People's National Party. What a wonderful evening. I've never seen anything like this in Barbican Square. PNP River come down bank to bank. Orange everywhere I look. From here to there and round so. I can tell that the other side must be quaking in their boots. Because they will not believe what has happened there tonight. And this is not no busting crowd either. These are the comrades who have come from all over. From Peter's Rock to the half of 3 o'clock. Yeah, man. And we're looking forward to great things out of Northeast St. Andrew. Comrades, when I spoke in the budget debate the other day, I highlighted a vision for the next administration under the People's National Party. I was building on the presentation made by our very capable spokesperson for finance, MP Julian Robinson. And we outlined where we are going when we form government after the next general election. And I made the point that Jamaica needs a government that is built on a strong ethical foundation. Because it's time for the people to have trust and confidence in their leaders in government. And they have had 9 years of government where their leaders cannot be trusted. Where corruption, nepotism and cronyism has been the order of the day. Where from the Prime Minister down there are issues of integrity. Integrity Commission declarations can't certify. 8 of them under investigation for illicit enrichment. None of them have signed the Integrity Commission Code of Conduct for Leadership. All of the PNP representatives have signed the Leadership Code of Conduct, beginning with me. So we take this thing ethical leadership, we take this thing very seriously. And that is why when Stacey began her presentation tonight, and put God in the center of what she's seeking to achieve here in this constituency, I know she's on the right track. And we want to do the very same thing for Jamaica as a whole, because Jamaica needs upliftment and righteousness to move forward and develop in the right way. Comrades and friends, we outlined a great vision for education, for tackling the real issues affecting this country in education. The primary school and early childhood underperformance, which needs to be fixed. With how we're going to deal with the Student Loan Bureau to give our students a better deal. And also how we're going to put a meal for every needed student every day in school. And we're going to help the rural children get a subsidy for those who need it because they can't go to school 5 days a week because they can't afford the cost of transportation and the cost of lunch money. The People's National Party is looking to tackle the real issues that challenge the lives of our people. And you know, I mentioned ethics, and we had a victory in court just 2 or 3 days ago. Spin it. They brought this piece of legislation to Parliament. They didn't consult with the Electoral Commission of Jamaica, but they put in place legislation to establish a new parish in Portmore, which was going to reconfigure the electoral boundaries in several constituencies and divisions and polling divisions. It was a gerrymandering exercise designed to give them a better chance, because they know the beating they're going to get in Portmore when the election comes. Forget a beat. And the Electoral Commission of Jamaica had written to them through the concerns about the constitutionality of the approach they were taking to this matter of Portmore as a parish. Our chairperson, Dr. Angela Brown-Burke, wrote to them, to the minister, who was the one who piloted the legislation through the House of Representatives, the Minister of Local Government, and called on him to be lucidly and categorically clear that he was not going to proceed with the matter any further because the issue of the constituency boundaries couldn't be dealt with in that way. When we spoke in Parliament on the matter, we said this is a gerrymandering exercise. They were reconfiguring the boundaries without the proper process having been followed either under the Constitution or the established convention since 1980 for dealing with these sensitive matters. And those conventions have been why we have managed to rid Jamaica of the scourge of political violence, and they were playing with fire by not pursuing this whole matter in accordance with those conventions. They said, oh, it's nothing to do with constituency boundaries. Nothing to do with that. Anyway, we took them to court, to the Constitutional Court. And the court, first of all, issued an injunction till the matter was heard. And then when the matter was heard, required them to give an unconditional undertaking that they would not bring that law into force until the Constitution's requirements in relation to the setting and reconfiguring of electoral boundaries have been fully complied with. And that is a great victory for the rule of law. That is a great victory for the Constitution. And that is a great victory for Jamaica because of the diligence and the seriousness of purpose of the People's National Party. I want to big up our legal team, our erudite legal team who work hard to prepare for that matter. And it's not done yet because the matter is still in court, because the whole issue of the constitutional legislation is going to be but in the meantime, the undertaking is in place. Jamaica is safe. No gerrymandering business around here. We know that.
The law bats them have to go run with the law bats them have to go run with. Big up my MP and big up my Prime Minister. I'm tired of them. Big up my nice coat.
We spoke about the housing situation in the country. We spoke about the heavy demand for affordable housing that has not been met by this government. The Prime Minister goes around the place counting ribbons for one house when we need tens of thousands of houses to be built for the people of Jamaica because the housing boom, the construction boom hasn't reached the people on the ground who need housing. And we're going to build informal settlements where the complete infrastructure and the titling for all the Operation Bright schemes that we started that was almost finished and all the informal settlements that haven't been addressed yet. And we're going to build 50,000 affordable houses. And we're going to price it in a way that is affordable because we're not going to charge the people for the land value in the house. And for those people youngsters who can't buy a house because they can't afford a deposit, if you're 35 or under and you've been contributing to the housing trust for just 2 years or more, we are establishing a $1 billion fund within the housing trust so you can get a grant of $500,000 to cover your deposit so you can buy a house.
The man for the job.
Mighty Diamond side.
Time come, PNP right through. So I'm going to today. Society, they're going to take it, respect, One mark going.
Schools of this country and an age-appropriate business so we can uplift the consciousness and the confidence of our children and they can love themselves and love each other and know that they are great because we need them to have the right mentality to build the country. But going back to the housing, We know about the situation where enough of us, we don't have formalized employment. We do a thing, a little hustling here. We do a little selling. We run party, you know, the round robin, or we do whatever it may be, but we don't have a pay slip to establish proof of income, so we don't qualify for a mortgage. So we come up with the rent-to-own scheme, where you can go into the house built by the housing trust as a tenant, and you're going to be paying rent at the level of the mortgage payment. And once you've met your payments on a regular basis for a reasonable period of time, you prove that you can afford the mortgage. You don't need a pay slip again. Bam, you can wrap it up in a mortgage, become the owner of the house, and move forward with your life as a homeowner in this country. And the rent own has another dimension, because enough of us can't afford to buy a house because we can't afford the deposit. But we're paying rent, and we're going to be renting for the rest of our lives unless the PNP comes into office and brings in the rent to own scheme. And what we're saying is, you can rent the house from the National Housing Trust, one of the houses that they build or finance, and we'll put an account there for you, and a portion of the rent will go into that account towards your deposit. And once you reach the deposit level, bam, you become a owner. You draw down on the mortgage, and you're no longer a tenant. Now you're an owner, building for the future. PNP, we are the ones bringing change in this country. And comrades, we all have a scheme for the first in family, because we know the antidote to poverty is education, and we know that disproportionately children who come from families where there's never been anyone who has been to tertiary education, to university, they have a less of a chance of going to university. So we come up with the first in family scholarship. So if you go to a university, you matriculate and qualify and get in, and you're the first in your family to have ever been to university, the PNP government will give you a scholarship, and you will not have to find the money for your university education, because we believe in uplifting the people through education. Everything I try to do seems to be wrong. You see, I have done something wrong, but I try to keep it down. God bless no one curse. I'm glad I'm not the worst. I must come one day. This time must come, yeah. Then right listen forever. So, comrades and friends, the next election is not just about the rare. It's not just about the nice gatherings and the nice orange shirt and paraphernalia that we wear and look pretty. It is about bringing change to Jamaica. It is about bringing a better future for our people, for generations to come, and for this generation. It's for bringing a government of integrity, led by somebody committed to running government in a clean way, where the resources of the state, which are meant to be used for the people and for the people only, will only be used for the benefit of the people, and not for friend and company, and not to enrich ourselves. We're not in that. So comrades of Northeast, St. Andrew, of which I am one, because I have some live, and I have some vote. Yeah man, although I saw St. Andrew, I might play still, but you don't know, we're all around. Because I Eastern St. Andrew I come from originally too, and that's where Lady Sandra come from too. But people, we have to just do what we have to do. I'm very impressed with what the team has been doing, Stacey and her team. And I love to see the kind of audience we have here. We have all kind of faces in the crowd tonight. We are from uptown, we are from around town, we are from downtown, we are from every town. And that is why we are the People's National Party. Because we are a national movement, an alliance of all Jamaicans who are well thinking and want to see the country develop in the right way. But with a special emphasis on the people who need the help of the state, the little upliftment, and that is what the PNP is all about. So comrades, put your shoulders to the wheel. Let us live in love and unity and work hard for the victory. It is possible. It is more than possible. It is ordained. I can feel the vibes. I can feel the energy. You are a wonderful candidate in stage tonight. A daughter of the soil. A brilliant young lady. A lawyer. She has a degree in computer science. She has a degree in this and a degree in that. But she is here to serve you and to serve you in your interest. And our opponent, what can I say? His best days are way, way behind him. He is not the future. He is the past. She is the present. She is the future. Give her a chance. Bring her home. Because I want her in Garden House with me when we form government after the next election. So comrades and friends, it is with a great sense of pride and honor and humility that I present to you your candidate for this constituency of St. Andrew North Eastern in the next general election. I give to you basic night. It is right with night. Is in the making. You have a bonus, beautiful, intelligent and wonderful lady. Put herself forward to represent you. We have 21 female candidates because we know the power of women. Because we come from Portia Simpson Miller stable. Big up Sister P. Round the road, up the road. Big up Sister P every time. So comrades, I wrap up by saying the word is always love. Power to the people, I say. Power to Northeast St. Andrew. Power to Jamaica. Power to the people. One love, comrades. God bless you all. Victory, victory, victory. That is in the stars and that is what God wants for us. And we will deliver. One love, comrades. God bless you all.
Thanks for blessing to the comrade leader. And the next prime minister. We're not always the time because we have some tablet figure where we have two of our artists friends that are going to make some noise. So be upstanding as we sing the anthem of this great People's National Party. Hold on. John Judah is here. As usual, big up. Dr. Rabo, big up yourself. So right after this we're going to be doing something, no worry.
The trumpet has sounded, the country may have to awake from your slumber and answer the call. The torch has been lighted, the ball is at hand. Who joins in the fight for his own native land? Land of my birth, I pledge to thee, loyal and faithful. the throne. Let all be united, committed by His grace. For love like Jamaica, and love to be erased. Life of the earth, I bless you thee, loyal and faithful.
Time come.
All of your comrades, the lovely comrade Knight and comrade leader said I'm going to give away two more tablet of equipment, quick and fast. So, yes ma'am. So firstly, the first person will write to your son, tell me the answer because I'll go with it. The first person who can tell me what is the name of the constituency and the name of two councillor candidates from this constituency. No, you have to tell him. Tell him quick, talk quick. Hold up, right, I say must start. Quick. What the next one? Jennifer Clark, we start practice on Owens. Barnaby, come collect your one. Come collect your one from Comrade Knight. Hold on, quick and fast. The next person, the next question.
It's a rhyme of TV. People, God bless you, man, to support it. Big Belly Sky is workers champion. That you are good youth and God bless you to support him. Hey, Sky Joe!
My name is Dwayne Poe from the World Immortal Store. But I don't know. Rhyme Up TV, man. Tell you about that TV station. Don't touch on the dial. You understand? World Store Love. Rhyme Up TV. Horse. Angry.
I'm going to cover the world. Google. Not about Rhyme Up TV. It's a Rhyme Up. One of the real one them. That's why I need to stand up here, son. I do this. That's Rhyme Up. I'm real. And we salute him. You hear that? Rhyme Up. Pick up yourself, you know. Rhyme Up.
Here from Anya the Rebel Girl Daniel here representing Rhyme Up. I love you.
Well, I don't know how I kill Marvelous to represent for DJ Rhyme Up. Rhyme Up.
Yes, them and there ain't no stress, then you don't know it. Sean Paul alongside the Rhyme Up. Tell some boy them time up. You don't know it go. Rhyme Up. Play music. Dirty.
Rhyme Up. Well, glue us a Rhyme Up. Because you're real talking. I am telling you.
Talk on this Rhyme Up.